All right, since taking office in January 2011, Florida Attorney General Pam Bondi has fought against mortgage and Medicaid fraud, stood up for the state rights over health care, battled to shut down dangerous pill mills, and taken on human trafficking.
Is that all?
She's a superhero. She's also gained influence among politicos nationwide, and that's why Florida Attorney General Pam Bondi is one of our rising political stars. Welcome.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be on the new couch.
It's brand new.
Congratulations.
Helping us break it in.
Thank you. Thank you. First female AG. That's incredible.
First female AG in the country, only Republican female in the country.
You burst on the national scene, really taking on health care. What did that do for your profile?
Well, you know, you just go into this doing what you know is right. And that's all you can do. And I fought as hard as I could. I firmly believe that this is unconstitutional. And at least the Supreme Court told us that you cannot force someone to purchase a product simply by being alive. Mm-hmm. So, you know, we have a long way to go. Now we're challenging the navigators, as you've talked about so much on Fox. And we're warning people to be careful because they're going to have your personal information.
Right.
And we're having a hard time getting an answer.
Well, the Supreme Court, through the administrational lifeline, figuring out a way to keep it legal. There's a brand new poll out, a Fox News poll, that talks about how concerned are you about your health care under the new Affordable Care Act. Look at this. 43%, rather 43% very, 25% somewhat. So you get 68% of people who are worried about their health care.
That's right. And that's exactly right. And I read that in the Wall Street Journal, and it was in there yesterday, I believe. And of course they are. And that's what we've been saying all along. You can't fly a plane while you're still building it. And that's what's happening with the health care. They're enacting this process, and they're not ready to. And that's what concerns us so greatly about privacy issues.
Are you close to setting up your exchanges? Is your governor doing it?
No. In Florida, we are not. We're doing the federal exchanges.
Right.
No, we did not agree to the Medicaid expansion in Florida. So now we have navigators coming into our state, and they're not doing background checks. They're not doing fingerprints. Census takers have better background checks than the navigators.
Sure.
We hope they're all honest, but we just want this is a consumer protection issue.
Well, everybody seems to be jumping ship, including doctors who are opting out as well.
Right.
I want to ask you about something that you feel strongly about, the pill mills here.
Yes.
And we talked about this before. I remember going down and investigating myself in terms of K2 and the drugs that kids are getting their hands on. These are synthetic drugs, though.
They are. Well, and this is so important for parents to see. These are mollies that you hear about in songs, which is basically the purest form of ecstasy. And parents need to know, look at these. These are targeted towards kids. Look at this.
They look like
Mr. Happy.
games.
That's an LSD, acid, heroin.
Right,
that looks like
candy.
Pac-Man. The newest ones that I don't have with me, it's called cotton candy, and it feels like cotton candy. If you saw this in your child's backpack, you wouldn't think twice.
Are these outlawed
they look like
across the
candy.
states?
They are outlawed in Florida, and now they're being sold under the counter by unscrupulous store clerks, and we are taking them out left and right because our kids are overdosing on these, and this is so dangerous, and parents need to know.
And it says not for human consumption, but everyone knows with their food.
Of course, and we have children overdosing constantly. This is the newest thing, the designer drugs, and kids look at that packaging and they don't think it's dangerous.
Sure, easy to hide. Right?
So easy to hide.
Easy to get. And good luck, too. You're running for re-election, which
yes, thank you.
You obviously feel like you got a good battle ahead of you and a strong cause.
Thank
One of the rising stars on the Republican side. Thanks so much for joining us, Pam.
Thank you. And thanks for everything for Wounded Warriors.
Hey, no problem.
All right.